What's up, guys? So, I am all Witchered out. This hat is not the Witcher hat, though. This is actually an N7 hat. Oh, some of you have actually asked me where I got this Witcher medallion. I said once in a different video, but Scottish Warrior 92 sent it to me. CD Projekt Red sent him a bunch of them to give away. And yeah, he sent me one, so I don't know if he still has any, but yeah. So it's about time for a Witcher 3 Wild Hunt update video because there has been some new news and new stuff and that I haven't covered, and it's pretty exciting. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do here. So I think the first thing that I have to mention, because it's pretty much on everybody's mind when it comes to The Witcher 3, is that it was delayed. Again, it was delayed to May 19th, and a lot of people, this was pretty bad news for a lot of people. I mean, it's kind of like a mixed thing, a mixed feelings type of thing. For me, I've explained this before many times, so I won't go into detail, but it's a lot of people have asked me, what do you think about the Witcher delay? And I mean, it sucks because I'm like, I really want to play the game, but I want to play a good game. So if it's not going to be the best experience that CD Projekt Red could give us, I prefer to wait. So, I mean, this game is huge on my list. Like, this is my most anticipated game of 2015. So I really want it to be as close to 100% as possible. And if CD Projekt Red says we need more time, then they could have more time. So in the long run, it's a good thing. It sucks to wait, but it shows that CD Projekt Red cares about this game, and that's good to see. The Witcher 2 is actually free on Xbox Live right now. It's going to be free until the 31st of this month of January. So if you haven't played it, I recommend you get it because it is a very good game. When it comes to the opening cinematic of The Witcher 3, I did a reaction video to it, and I talked a little bit about it, but not too much. That opening cinematic was so good. It was mostly about Yennefer. She is a sorceress. She's actually more powerful than Triss. I believe she was like she taught her some magic. I haven't read the books in a very long time. I want to go back and read them before The Witcher 3, definitely. At least the ones that I have. Not long ago I was talking about Ciri, I think. No, I was talking about Yennefer and Geralt, and I got something mixed up and everyone's like, "No, you're wrong." I was like, damn, dude, I haven't read the books in so long, But yeah, it shows off some really cool powers that Yennefer uses, and it also shows off Geralt, who looks amazing, and Vesemir, who is most likely the oldest Witcher alive, and I believe he was the last of the wolf school, which is Geralt's affiliation when it comes to him being a Witcher. He was in The Witcher 1. He wasn't in The Witcher 2, I believe. At least not that I remember. I remember he was in The Witcher 1. I haven't played The Witcher 1, but I have seen a lot of Let's Plays and stuff. Not fully, but I have seen a lot of it. So I know who Vesemir is. So when I saw him, I was like, that's him. I read that he plays a pretty big role in The Witcher 3, which is exciting. And in another trailer that they had, I think they showed it during the Game Awards, the last Game Awards, where The Witcher 3 won Most Anticipated Game of 2015. They showed this trailer, and they showed another Witcher fighting, which I believe he's the same one that was in The Witcher 1. He looks like Lambert from The Witcher 1, and I think he was in The Witcher 2, just in a flashback, I believe, when Geralt was like, he was falling around in the bushes. And Geralt came back from the Wild Hunt or something like that, and he couldn't remember, and he was like crawling around in the forest. I think it was the Witchers, the school of the wolf, the Witchers that found him, and I think Lambert was there. I believe that more Witchers are going to be coming out in The Witcher 3, so that's exciting. So in that opening cinematic, I believe The Witcher 3 starts off where The Witcher 2 left off. This is the first time in the games that we're actually going to see Yennefer. Directly tying to this piece of news is the next news that I was like, oh my god, really? we're going to be able to play another character. First, it was just teased that, and not long ago, that there was going to be another playable character, and they didn't say who. I was hoping for Yennefer because it's completely different. Like she's a sorceress, and Geralt is a witcher. So I was like, it could give us like a completely new view on the combat. You know, imagine being able to use all this crazy magic from this powerful sorceress, from a very strong character. There's a lot to her where you're just like, oh girl, come on, you know, why you gotta be so mean? I love her attitude. I love the strength of her character. I don't know. I would have loved to play as Yennefer, but it turns out we're going to be able to play as Ciri. Now, I'm not disappointed. I would have loved to be able to play as Yennefer instead of Ciri, because Ciri is pretty much a witcher. Like she was trained by Geralt and the Witcher school, the Wolf's Witcher school. So she has the skills that Geralt has. So playing as Ciri, it would be very similar, although she does have another aspect to her, which I'm not going to go into, so that you guys that don't know about the books and all that, or haven't read the books, it's kind of like developed in the game for you, because it sounds like they are going to go into that and explain it. I don't think it's going to be exactly like controlling Geralt, just the female form. No, I think she's gonna have extra abilities that obviously Geralt doesn't have, and they're still gonna be awesome because of the power that she has. But I think it was also technically easier for them to do that, because if they were like, okay, well, let's incorporate Yennefer as a playable character, that would have been a completely new combat style, because Yennefer isn't a witcher. She doesn't fight like a witcher, so it would be a completely new combos, completely new everything. So Ciri, they could use a little bit of or a lot of what they used for the combat with Geralt, and just add a few bits here and there, you know, to make it more Ciri is more I think the game is going to be more focused around Geralt, obviously. This could be the beginning, like testing the waters of what the future holds for The Witcher. I mean, it all depends on how The Witcher 3 ends, obviously. But there have been hints, like very subtle hints and rumors, especially the last year. I asked about, you know, a possible Witcher series continuing, because they have said clearly that this is the end of Geralt. That's what they've said, that this is the end of Geralt's story. Not saying that means he's gonna die or anything. It's just like his story ends here. He could just walk away from it. He's wanted to walk away from it for a long time, or something else might happen to him as well. So why this is the end of Geralt's story, I don't know. But don't think that automatically means that he's gonna die. Some people think that, where they're like, oh my god, Geralt's gonna die. You know, he might, maybe. I kind of doubt he would die, because this character isn't, I mean, unless the author gave CD Projekt Red the authority to make that choice, to say, okay, yeah, you guys kill him. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like the author wouldn't do that. I feel like the author would maybe want Geralt's fate in his hands, you know, where it's like, well, no, if Geralt dies, it's going to be under my writing. So I asked, I was like, well, maybe, you know, would it be possible that we would be controlling Ciri now? And he didn't really answer. He didn't say yes or no, but the possibilities are there. Whether it's going to be Ciri, I don't know, because like I said, we have to wait to see how The Witcher 3 ends first. I would love to see The Witcher series continue, and I think whatever CD Projekt Red does with the series is going to be awesome, because I just trust them with any game. Everything they do is just, you know, it's going to be top notch. This, like I said, this could be implementing a new playable character, could be introducing us to a new feel to the game, like maybe getting us used to not being Geralt, you know, like being somebody else and being like, ooh, this still works. I'm pretty sure I had read this before, because when I read this, I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure that CD Projekt Red had this in mind from the get-go. They didn't just bring this out of nowhere. But The Witcher 3 is going to be coming with 16 free DLCs. I'm gonna try to pronounce his name. I think it's Marcin Iwinski. I'm gonna put how it's spelled here. I think it's similar to that. I might have butchered it a little bit, but he is the co-founder and joint CEO of CD Projekt Red. He talked. I got this from Polygon, so I'll have the link in the description so you guys could read the whole article. I just snipped a little bit of it, but I've seen him before. I haven't like actually met him, like handshake and all that, but I have been standing like right here with him. And I turned around and I was like, oh my God, I know who that is. I was this close in going up to him and talking to him this past E3 2014. He was right there. He was like right in front of me and he was talking to somebody and I was like, I'm gonna wait. Like I was gonna say hi. I was waiting and he was busy. Like he was talking to a lot of people and I was like, dang it. Like I had to go to another meeting, so I didn't get to meet him, but hopefully one day I get to meet him because he looks like a cool guy. So he says, the fact that we are announcing the DLC before launch does not mean it is ready at this moment in time. As you probably know, we are currently focusing on polishing The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This means that most of the teams are involved in finalizing, developing, and optimizing the game. However, some of the teams are free to start working on additional content that can be released after launching the game. This is the case here. DLC will not be present on disc. We really hope this will initiate a change in the industry, even if it's a small one at first. This, and we also hope to make someone's day better. If we ever decide to release paid content for Wild Hunt, I promise you, gamers will see why we decided to charge for it. In the article, he talks about how he thinks the trend of like paid DLC and it being abused by a lot of developers is just not cool. He was like, we're all gamers, even us developers, and we should know, you know, what it feels like pretty much to be a gamer and to want to play this stuff. So it's cool to see that developers feel that way as well. It's not just on the other end of the spectrum, because a lot of people are always saying, you know, well, yeah, they have a business to run, you know, obviously they're going to want to make more money. And yeah, as much as that's true, I think what makes a company or a developer really rise up and become more popular and more people buying from them is when they see this kind of thing, when they see that they care about you, where they're like, you know what, you guys could have it for free because it's our way of thanking you guys for supporting us. You know, CD Projekt Red started down here. They were a small company. I mean, they are their own producers. They started small. And now look at them. They're booming. And what is making them rise is the way they run things, is how much they care about the gamers and how they really, truly care about them. I mean, freaking, they sent me this shirt just cuz. Just cuz. They're so freaking down to earth. Like, I have so much love for CD Projekt Red. Like, they are my homies. The steel bookcases, oh my god, they're so gorgeous. Steel book covers like this one, where it's like, it's made out of steel or tin or whatever the hell it is. They have the artwork already for The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, the collector's edition. They look so amazing. But the thing is that there's quite a few. Some of these are front and back. Are these, does it depend? Is it just random? Is it randomized and you just get one, whatever one you get? Or does it depend on where you pre-order it from? I was looking all over the place. I was for somebody to clear that up, but I didn't read it anywhere. If you guys know for sure, let me know in the comments down below because I am curious. But either way, they're all gorgeous. Absolutely amazing job. I think my favorite one is this one. I don't know why, it just looks so good. This other one is really cool too, but this is my favorite one. Hopefully I get that one. If not, they're all gorgeous. Also, just the other day, CD Projekt Red released a really cool video. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's so good. It's the Witcher lore recap video, and it's done in that whole, like, recap comic book style art that The Witcher has in the game. They do recap a little bit about magic, monsters, witchers, all that good stuff. They did a really good job with this video because it's only like three minutes and something. And they explain a lot where you're like, okay, I get it. whether you've played the games or haven't, whether you've read the books or haven't. It's a really good recap of the world, not really the story, but the world and like what's going on and how that leads into The Witcher 3. And finally, I've got the PC requirements for the game. I'll put them after this. I'll just put them on the screen so you guys could see. Again, please check the description. I'm going to have links to the videos and some of the articles and stuff. And I'll also put the PC requirements down there if you want to just, instead of pausing the video, you can see it down there. Again, take advantage of The Witcher 2 on Xbox Live. It's freaking free. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.